How's it going, YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today, bring you guys some Belly Drum Charizard action and for Series 6. Look at my team. We're rocking out with a Dracovish, Hitmontop, Charizard, Flaky, Amoonguss, and Togetic. And I did run a Belly Drum Charizard team not too long ago, but that was before Series 6, and we had Rillaboom, and we had Indeedee, and we had a Togekiss over the Flaky, Amoonguss, and Togetic. So things about this team have changed up a little bit, but nonetheless, I still feel like this team is very strong and could very well compete in the meta. So yeah, let's go ahead and kind of get things started off. We're going up against my opponent. That's going to be leading off with Lapras and Dracozolt. I got Charizard and Togetic as my lead, and my opponent goes straight for that Gigantamax Lapras play, as I'm going to be going for a Follow Me Belly Drum. So I believe he goes for Boat Beak and Residence into my Togetic, which I do believe that with that combo it takes my Togetic out. But Togetic is a very good wall overall, especially with the Eviolite, that he's able to take the attacks, and I feel like he's a little bit more bulkier than Clefairy. Now the typing doesn't really help him out though. I feel like Clefairy may have a better typing because Togetic is weak to a lot of things thanks to its flying typing, but at the same time I'm a big fan of Togetic. I feel like you can play a little bit more offensive with Togetic than as you can with Clefairy. But yeah, if you're going to be running this team, I could highly recommend a Clefairy over the Togetic. But at the same time, Togetic's my boy. I mean, Togetic's my guy, you know. We do get the Belly Drum off with our Charizard. I'm going to go ahead and switch into the Amoonguss. And this is a simple play. Actually, it shocked me to see my opponent switch their Lapras out. But they bring in Ferrothorn. I'm going to go ahead and Gigantamax, and I believe I go for Rage Powder. Pretty much making the Dracozolt having to force him to hit my Amoonguss. My Amoonguss is a physical wall, so he's going to be able to take any of the attacks from this Dracozolt, no problem. The Ferrothorn comes in, and my play against G-Max Lapras is going to be Wildfire. So I did not predict this Ferrothorn coming in, but he's pretty much he's fainting because he came in. He gets a critical hit right here on his Boat Beak, which, you know, that kind of sucks. I mean, we would have took it very well though. Right here, it kind of glitched out. I noticed the first battle when I was editing was a little glitchy, so I don't know if that was my editor or if that was the battle, you know, while I was recording. More than likely probably the recorder. I think it was a pretty rainy day when I was recording, but nonetheless, we'll just kind of go with it. The Ferrothorn faints, one-shots it. Boat Beat comes out again. We take that out 10 times better that round. We're going to go for Wildfire. Go ahead and get rid of the Fragile Charizard because it looks like Charizard's able to kind of come in and sweep. We go ahead and get rid of that Dracozolt. Urshifu's in here. He's forced to go for a Wicked Bow. Well, he's not forced to go for a Wicked Bow, but he's forced to go into the Amoonguss, which he ends up finishing it off with a crit, which is an obvious 100% crit. So yeah, it is what it is. Right here we're going to go ahead and go into our Hitmontop, as he's going to go out to his final Pokemon, which is that Lapras. Hitmontop's nice in this situation because we're able to fake out the Urshifu and just go ahead and eliminate the Lapras. And then therefore it's Urshifu versus Hitmontop and Charizard, which is it's a matchup that's well in my favor, where if we kept Lapras on the board, he could have made a comeback. He could have had Hydro Pump or something, and that would have done a lot of damage to Charizard. That with the combo of Wicked Bow, which I hope I'm saying that right. I think it's Wicked Bow, but either way, with that combo, it would have probably been enough to KO Charizard. But since we are able to fake out Urshifu, he's not able to outspeed us the next turn. We're able to finish him off with acrobatics. If you guys did enjoy, stay tuned for battle number 2. Right, getting into battle number 2. Question of the day, though. While we're over here doing looking at my opponent's team and everything. Question of the day is, what do you guys use for an intro? I'm looking at my channel and I think we're ready for getting some intros in on this channel and stuff. Trying to make it more like a brand, you know. Hey, this is Wi-Fi Merriman. Every time you click on my video, you'll know, hey, this is Wi-Fi Merriman because of an intro. Kind of, what do you guys, what kind of intro should I do, you know, type thing. And if you guys have any suggestions, or if you guys are even willing to help me create an intro, because really and truthfully, I don't even know where to start. Just kind of let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any suggestions or anything. But anyway, let's get into this battle. You see that Talonflame over there going straight for that Protect. We're going for that Fake Out on that Durarudon. So turn 1, we officially did nothing. We go in Vicious Run into protecting Talonflame. So yeah, we literally had a no turn as turn 1. But anyway, my opponent's wanting to start this battle off on turn number 2 apparently, and he says, you know what, I'm going to Dynamax on Durarudon. We're going to get things, we're going to finally get the party started, you know. I'm like, oh my, I don't want to see that one Dynamax. Talonflame goes for that Tailwind, you know, and it's all looking good for my opponent, you know. I mean, he goes for that Max Wormwind and he one-shots my Dracovish, you know. I mean, it's looking just fine, perfect for my opponent. For me, not so much. It's not so good for me at all, but you know, I mean, it happens. We get this close combat off though, so I mean, that's decent damage. Durarudon being a very bulky Pokemon, very offensive as well. Overall a very good Pokemon for VGC. So if anyone's looking for that final member on your team, you know, Durarudon might be the mon. Give him a shot. He's a very good Pokemon. To me, I feel like he's underrated. I feel like a lot of people's not really using him anymore. I feel like he was used a lot early on, but now, I mean, you'll still see him, but I feel like a lot of teams don't use him anymore. So maybe a Pokemon worth looking into. Right here, we helping hand our Charizard as he goes straight for a Dynamax, because we got no business belly drumming up in this house with this Durarudon here, sitting here. So we got a helping hand onto Charizard. Talonflame goes into Brave Bird and activates my eject button on my Hitmontop. So it gives me a free switch into Flacky, which gives me a free fake out pressure for the next turn. Durarudon goes for Max Lightning. The reason he's able to outspeed is because of the Talonflame's Tailwind. I wanted to make sure I put that out there, because 2 times I was watching this battle and I'm like, how is he outspeeding me? How is he? I finally put it in my head, remembered that he has Tailwind up right here. That's how he outspeeds me. I don't know. I'm weird sometimes, guys. I mean, I can't help it. But we get the Wildfire off, and now we're getting some nice Wildfire chip on him, and that's pretty much the key to knocking out this Durarudon at this point. We're going to just fake out the Talonflame so that the Talonflame can't do nothing this turn, and Durarudon's, I knew he was going to target into Charizard, so that's why we max guard, and now we're chipping away on his health, pretty much. Right here, we gonna go ahead and switch Flacky out back into Hitmontop. The reason is we're wanting to weaken the Talonflame some more, because we're not necessarily going into Talonflame hard at the moment. So I kind of wanted to make sure I'm still -1, -2. He's actually at -2 right now, which he's able to get the KO onto my Hitmontop. But I figured keeping Flacky alive anyway might be more valuable, and thankfully, I think if he would have went for Thunderbolt, he probably would have picked up the KO. To tell you the honest truth, it would be a lot closer, and that was pretty close with that Draco Meteor. You know what I'm saying? I think it honestly they might be the same base power once you look into it with the terrain and everything. We do go into max airstream, and we go ahead and go into the Talonflame. The reason is that I know we had the Flaky in the back. I knew we were probably going to be sacking Hitmontop. And really and truthfully, we were counting on either being barely alive or being ticked out with the wildfire damage on that Durarudon. So he stays alive, which might be in our favor because now this time we're able to go for Fake Out, and the Weezing's forced to go into Flaky for damage instead of on our Charizard. So we go for the Acrobatics. I guess he wasn't necessarily forced. I don't know. Yeah, he definitely wasn't forced, but knowing who he has in the back, I feel like he feels like he has Charizard checked. Maybe because he does have Primarina in the back, so if he could have got rid of my Flaky, which is holding the Assault Vest, keep in mind, so we're actually able to take special attacks very well. As you've seen, we were able to take that Sludge Bomb fairly well, for a Flaky anyway. Acrobatics into a Protecting Weezing, and right here's the best part. Wood Hammer into the Primarina, and Primarina cannot take it. This is electric terrain boosted, so no boost at all. So no grassy terrain or nothing, no boost, and we still one shot that Primarina. Which, I mean, it comes in and it comes out. I mean, that's how we like playing our Primarinas. You know, we don't want to deal with those. So Flaky, very very important mon on this team, and to me, I have more fun playing with Flaky than I do Serena at this moment. You know. Honestly, I've never really played with Serena, so I probably need to give her a chance. But anyway, game number 2. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. Stay tuned for game number 3 because that's where some pretty cool action takes place. Anyway, guys, if you guys did enjoy, see you in a minute. Or see you in a second, I guess. Let's get into battle number 3 up against Ivan. He's rocking out with that Talonflame, Pikachu, Durant, Amoonguss, Hatterene, and Slowbro. Now I know you guys were wondering, why Fine Merriman, why you have Togetic in the thumbnail? So far you've been featuring Charizard, man. What's going on with this Togetic, dude? Just wait and see, because this battle right here definitely will be a very great battle for Togetic. It comes down to the very end, and overall just a very good battle, but I'm not even going to spoil it for you guys. Let's just get into the battle. So the Slowbro comes out against the Amoonguss and his Amoonguss against my Charizard and Amoonguss, and I was totally not thinking. Alright, so I go for Belly Drum with the Charizard, right? And silly me forgets that Amoonguss does not get affected by Rage Powder, so he's able to just target my Charizard and put me right to sleep. So it feels like it's almost a wasted Belly Drum. And then just love Salt in the Womb. He goes for Trick Room, and that's fantastic. You know, fantastic turn 1 for me. I said though to myself, I was like, well, at least if anything, I can just put the Slowbro to sleep, so that way we're kind of neutral. Maybe, but he's definitely in a better situation for sure. Right here, the Slowbro gets some quick draws that he could not take advantage of thanks to him being asleep. Charizard barely living. We're able to, with the second Sludge Bomb, but we're able to wake up and finish this Amoonguss off. So that's fantastic. With our Acrobatics, we're able to pick up the KO. And Acrobatics, don't sleep on that move. Acrobatics is like a 110 base power attack once Charizard eats his Citrus Berry. So he don't even need a Belly Drum to be a very, very strong attack. It's just, I mean, it's a very strong attack without it. Right here, Hatterene comes out, and Hatterene becomes a pain in the butt to battle later on in the battle. A little bit. But anyway, Expanding Force comes out, Mungus takes that fairly well, and I said, I'm not gonna mess with the Slowbro. I'm gonna just go ahead and take him out. And then Slowbro reveals that he has the Focus Sash, and I was like, really? Out of all the mods, that one threw me off a little bit, because he does have Pikachu, and knowing that he has Pikachu and it doesn't have Focus Sash really kind of threw me for a surprise. But anyway, Hatterene goes ahead and finishes off my Mungus, and the Slowbro actually wakes up here and lands a Muddy Water, which is not good for us. But if we can get one good thing out of this, Trick Room has ended, and that's the best thing we can get out of this. We got Dracovish, we got Togetic, so maybe we can get some work done. Obviously we get something done, because, or I wouldn't be putting this on my channel, obviously, right? Well, maybe I'm fooling all y'all right now, but I don't know. But Hatterene goes for the big protect. We're gonna go for Dazzling Gleam to go ahead and finish off the Slowbro though. And that's fantastic. That's great. Slowbro gone. Bye bye, buddy. Don't want to mess with you no more. No more Trick Room, hopefully. Pikachu comes in here, and in my mind, I totally tunnel vision, and I do this often. Tunnel vision, and think one Pokemon's gonna Dynamax when it's not correct. I thought the Pikachu was gonna be Dynamaxing, so I was like, man, I'll just double into this Pikachu. And well, I was off. I was wrong, way wrong. But at the same time, we get rid of Pikachu, so I mean, that's good, because Pikachu is definitely a threat to our Togetic, and definitely double damage would not be very good for our Togetic for late game. So now he's down to Hatterene, but we're down to Togetic, because this Max Smite comes out and just demolishes our Dracovish. Now, we have not Dynamaxed our Togetic yet, or we haven't Dynamaxed any Pokemon yet. So we have the opportunity to Dynamax, and I'm gonna take that opportunity, and we're gonna see how far we can push with this. And it makes for some type of crazy outcome, dude. Just have to wait and see, dude. It's pretty good. Alright, so yeah, gotta honor that Togetic. Togetic's first time ever Dynamaxing, you know, very awesome. Right here we go for the Max Starfall, and it actually does pretty decent damage. But notice one thing, that we're outspeeding the Hatterene, and that's very important. Unless the Hatterene can just somehow set Trick Room up, we're gonna be outspeeding, which is very good. You always want, when you're in a war like this between two bulkier Pokemon, a lot of times you want to be the faster one. If you're dealing damaging attacks, you really want to be the first one, and that puts you in a big advantage. And thankfully, we're not hitting ourselves in confusion. Our second Max Starfall gets this Hatterene down to about half health. This Hatterene, if you see what he's doing, he's going for Max Mindstorms, trying to get the Psychic Terrain up. The reason why he wants the Psychic Terrain up is so that way he gets double damage with his Expending Force when he Dynamaxes. So that's why my only attacking move is Max Starfall, but that's the biggest reason why we want to keep pushing Max Starfall, is so that way my opponent cannot get the terrain that they want, that they are wanting. So go ahead and get Max Starfall. Nice little damage. We snap out Confusion too, which is, I mean, yeah, he protects, but overall a very great turn, because our opponent's not able to get what they want. Go ahead and deny our opponent what they want. Now right here, me and my wife was talking. I was like, yeah, we're in a great spot right here, because we have a recovery move. We're able to recover all that damage off that Hatterene did to us. And so we were at 79 health. He goes for Expending Force, and it knocks us down to 69. So I was like, maybe not a good idea to go for a healing move. So I changed up. I said, nope, we're gonna go for all offense again. And thankfully my mistake didn't come back and bite us in the butt. We're living on 8 HP. Hatterene pretty much knows he's done for. Guys, if you guys did enjoy, maybe think about hitting that like button, commenting, and subscribing if you haven't already. Anyway, guys, this is Wi-Fi Merriman signing out. Peace. This is Wi-Fi Merriman signing out. Peace.